Best of r/entitled parents episode 149. Subscribe for edit videos daily. Went into supermarket to get food for the month. A ton of people were hanging outside, including 6 miserable looking kids lined up eating chips on the sidewalk. Mom was screaming her head off down her phone, "My kids are gonna sit right here and eat because it is their right. No one can tell them what to do." As I went and I heard one girl say, "Can we go now? This sucks," and Karen screamed at her to shut up. Parents in general are acting like children over this virus and it's pathetic. I know we only just now got our first cases, but come this time in 2 weeks there will be a ton more. Bet. Thank you. Next. I have a binder that has the first 2 Pokédex Pokémon in order and with a lot of rare cards in the back. Plus a lot of different Mutwo cards as he's my favorite. My collection is my pride and joy. I would die protecting it. A joke. There's a pretty chill comic book and card store by my house, and when I go I bring my binder with me so I can see what cards I have so I don't get duplicates, and because the owner likes to see what new ones I have. One day as I'm at the counter showing them to the guy in charge, chatting about what I want to buy, a kid about 10 comes over and watches intently, staring at the binder. He asked if I would trade a pretty rare card I was putting into it, and I tell him no, I'm good. He whines and asks again and I tell him no. Guy looks pretty annoyed at the whining kid, but the kid soon leaves, only to come back with a woman who is glaring and demanding I return the cards I stole from her child. I ask her what she's talking about and she demanded to see my binder. I ask her if she's kidding and she snapped that I need those cards. "You stole from EK and I'm tired of people like you stealing from children." I wanted to facepalm and thankfully guy in charge tells her to beat it. Well, she tried to grab the binder and I quickly gave it to the guy behind the counter and told her that if she needs cards so much, then how about she buys some like the rest of us peasants. No idea what went through her head, but she threatened to call the police as she left, and I simply waited around and bought more cards. Kinda disappointed no cops came. Thank you. Next. I was in the school rock band as a guitar player and we went to a rival school for a rock-off. If you don't know what a rock-off is, it is basically a contest on who can perform the best concert, and it is an hour long. Me and my lovely Stratocaster won by performing Enter Sandman by Metallica and Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. I played the lead guitar in the solo. When we were done with the show we went to go get pizza at a nearby pizza place, but we were almost an hour late due to the incident that followed. Note, I am a very cursed person. Let's introduce the EM and tell you about her. She is a woman with the evil haircut and 2 EKs. As I walk out of the stage we were performing at to go meet some kids who wanted to ask some questions about how they could get started on being in the rock band. I told them that they needed an instrument and this is the conversation that followed. EK1. I want to play guitar. Me. Okay, do you have one? EK1. No, but yours looks nice. Me. Thanks, I bought it with my own money. EK1. Can I have it? Everyone that was there for the question started laughing and so did I and the other bandmates. Me. Sorry but no. EK that goes off into the distance and is gone the entirety of the questions. Once we were done with the questions we were going to go until this happened. The EM walked up to me with money in her hand. EM. $90 for the entire set. I had a over $200 guitar and a $90 amp in my hand at the moment. I had an idea. Me. Sure, but it's going to cost a tiny bit more. EM. How much more? Me. A Google. For people who don't know what that is, it a 1 followed by 100 zeros. EM. You're joking, are you? Me. Yes I am, it's not for sale. EM. So you're giving it to me for free? Me. No I'm not, I'm keeping it, I have to go. EM tells both the kids to tackle me onto the floor, but at the time I wasn't listening and was just thinking how many slices of pizza I would sneak home. Needless to say, both of her kids got me on the ground because they both were at least 200 pounds. They were 9 and 10. Me. What the hell? My actual reactions to getting knocked on the floor. EK2. Haha loser, we have your guitar now. As I get up I see them waddling away with my guitar. Me. Give me back my guitar, you gorillas. They waddle even faster, but basically if you walked fast enough you could catch up to them. Now everyone has their eyes on us and one of my friends helps me get the guitar. They realize we're catching up to them and then they decide to smash my guitar into the ground. They thought I would be too distracted by the guitar. I just tell the friend to leave it and we got to stop them from leaving. The EM is already waiting for them to run with her to get out of the store. We tackled the 9-year-olds to the ground and stopped them from leaving. Everyone saw what was happening and started to help. As I saw them call 911 about what the EKs did, one of them spit in my face. Then the EM came to her kids and then kicked me in the stomach. She then ran to the front, kids in tow, and started to try and get out. Then the police showed up and saw the chaos. That was me on the floor, hands on stomach, spit on my face with a broken guitar on the wall. EM, he broke my son's guitar. Police officer, young man in the corner. EM, yes, and then he tried to touch my son. He is a very sick man. She is referring to me. My friend told them what actually happened and so did bystanders. Long story short, she had to pay me $200 and when she did, she just threw it on the ground, looked at it and was ready to grab it and run out, but I stepped on it before he could do that. He tried to bite my leg but I kicked his face and he just ran off. TLDR. Entitled mom sends her 2 hippos to steal my guitar and they break it. Everyone has all rights to share, repost and do a video reading this as long as you give credit. Thank you. Next. For background, I am Taiwanese and a little tall for my age, 175 and 14. Sorry for bad spelling. English isn't my first language. Caste. EM. Typical Karen. ED. Muscular guy in like mid 40. K. Their kid who was just minding his own business. Me. Just a guy who went out to buy some groceries. Well, I went to the local grocery store for some groceries and was looking for some vegetables. When Ed came, this is all translated from Dutch, so this isn't exactly how it went. ED, why are you trying to infect K? Me, sorry, what? ED, you were clearly trying to infect K with the Chinese disease because that's what you filthy Chinese do. Me, sorry, but I am not even Chinese and I didn't do anything to K. We went back and forth for a bit until EM came along and made the situation 10 times harder. EM, what's going on? ED? ED, this Satanist was trying to infect K with the virus. K was just standing there trying to tell his dad that I didn't do anything. EM, whisper something to ED, and then suddenly EM starts screaming really hard. This man has the virus and is a safety threat to everyone. Somebody come and get him out of this place. The whole store heard this and started looking at us. EK finally gets his dad's attention and tells him that I didn't do anything and was just minding my own business, and for some reason Ed gets really angry at me and tries to hit me, but I simply blocked his hit. And our employee saw this and called for security. When the security came, EM thought it was for me because she claimed that I had the virus. I don't. But the look on her face was priceless when they escorted them out of the shop and mall. But I still had to do a coronavirus test though, but the test showed that I don't have the virus, so fuck you EM. Sorry for bad formatting. Thank you. Next. Disclaimer. I typed this at literally 1 AM because I was bored and I speak English as my first language, so roast me. So there is a lot of backstory here but I can't really cover it all. EA equals my aunt, my mom's sister. Me equals not sure who exactly. EK equals my cousin. In 2nd grade. GC equals my good cousin. Also the absolute chillest 2nd grader in existence. M equals mom. Backstory. Okay, so to start I would like to point out my aunt is not a bad person at all. She is actually really nice, but this all happened because she refuses to discipline her child. Also EK is not a terrible kid and she actually used to be really sweet, but after my grandmother passed away my aunt just stopped disciplining her and she became pretty bratty. Another factor is that after my grandmother passed away my uncle, his 3 kids, and his GF moved. Now keep in mind there are 5 children, plus 2 have autism, and 4 adults, and this is a small 7-room ranch with a basement full to the ceiling with random stuff. Now to the story. So at first when my uncle moved in, EK and GC got along well and played as nice as 2 2nd grade girls would. But quickly it all went downhill because EK would start to be really territorial with her toys and steal GC's toys too, and the entire time the aunt would either not do anything or just tell GC to play nice or share. Keep in mind this girl would happily lend you both her kidneys if you asked. Now fast forward to when I visited that hellhole. I get in and meet my family, talk a bit, but wondered my GC was because she would greet me usually. Next thing I hear is GC yelling, "Hey, stop, you're gonna break it." I come over quickly to see EK is fighting GC over the toy I got GC her for Christmas, which was a couple weeks before, which was a really nice stuffed animal from one of her favorite movies. Immediately I tried to stop EK because I knew the toy was GC's favorite, because I got it for her and I'm her favorite for other reasons. EK was still throwing a tantrum and I tried to reason it out. From what they both told me, GC is letting EK use any of her toys but the one she had because she was using it. Now classically EK wanted the one she couldn't have and was trying to get it but couldn't, so her logic was if I can't have it no one can, and she was trying to break it but I took it from her before she did. I later gave it to GC and told her to be careful and let me know if anything else happened. Then more things happened during the 2 days I was there, but this is kinda long so I'll end it here. If you want to hear the rest of the issues, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Next. Hey folks. First of all, English isn't my native language so expect some grammar mistakes. Little backstory. My dad is Muslim and really wanted one of his children to marry a Muslim. Then I met a really sweet Muslim girl at school and you could clearly see she's a Muslim / has Arabian roots. Important to the story. But my aunt, mother's sister, was really religious Christian and hates other religions. That's all you need to know to follow the story. Actual story. Me and my family arrive at the Christmas party and search for our grandma who organized the party. Me and my GF go sit down next to my siblings and cousins. It was really nice until EA arrives at the party with nice boyfriend, NBF, and their kid, not entitled and doesn't affect the story. This was the first time my GF was at a family gathering, so my aunt sees her for the first time, and then the following conversation occurs. EA to GF, who are you? I have never seen you here. GF, I'm Art's girlfriend. EA, inspecting her, you aren't from around here are you? GF, feeling a bit uncomfortable. My parents are Arabian. EA, turns to me and whispers, why are you dating someone like that? Me, because I like her and she's really sweet. EA, turns back to my GF, can you go back home? I already have to deal with one Muslim, refers to my dad, and I can't deal with a second one. GF, why should I go and what's wrong with being Muslim? EA, you should just go. You guys believe in the wrong god and don't even celebrate Christmas. Me, EA, stop it. If she wants to be here she gets to be here. EA, thinking she is smart but she isn't even family. Me, being even smarter, yes that's true, but you and NBF aren't married so why does he get to be here? EA, searching for a reason. We're both Christians so we're our family via our religion. Me, again being smarter. Okay then we're done talking because my dad and my GF are family via religion. EA, visibly getting irritated. GF, just go, we don't want someone to blow up the house. She actually fucking said this. My dad, who heard everything and is pissed off. EA, that's enough. If you are going to be that racist again I will personally take care that you will never be at a gathering ever again. EA, oh so you're threatening me? PFFF, I could have known. That's the only thing your race is able to do. My dad, about to jump on EA but stopped by me and NBF. Me, NBF, maybe it's better if you and EA go back home. NBF, yeah that's the best for us all. This happened last Christmas and my GF is still not fully over it. She doesn't feel really comfortable anymore at gatherings. But my grandma said if she wanted to come she wouldn't invite EA. That's all. Thanks for reading and hope you have a nice day and stay healthy. Thank you. Next. I genuinely can't believe I'm writing this. People are so fucking unbelievable sometimes. So my brother is 7, and he has autism. He's extremely shy / quiet and always carries around a stuffed giraffe that my aunt bought him when he was a baby. It has his initials embroidered on its back leg. He squeezes it when he is scared or upset. My parents' jobs are still open, so they're at work from around 8 AM to 5:30 PM. I'm 18, and my school is online and I've been temporarily laid off from my job, so I'm home all day with my brother. I've been doing all the grocery shopping, and because my brother isn't old enough to stay home alone he comes with me. Today we had to go to Walmart because we ran out of some food we needed. My brother was walking behind me while I pushed the cart. We walked past a woman and a kid about my brother's age after we checked out, and I didn't think anything of it until I heard my brother start sniffling. I turned around to look at him and he started full-blown crying, and that's when I noticed his giraffe was gone. I asked him if he knew where it went, and he just pointed back to where we came from. So we retraced our steps, and I looked around for it. A few hours later we came across the woman and kid again. The kid had the giraffe and was beating it against the shelves as he walked. When my brother saw this he started crying harder, because he treats his giraffe like it's made of glass. I put him in the cart and walked over to the woman. This is basically how it went. Me: I'm sorry, I think your kid took my brother's stuffed giraffe. Could he have it back? No, it belongs to my son. Me: it's definitely my brother's. His initials are on the back leg. He's autistic and it means a lot to him, so please give it back. Well, if it is his, he should hold on to it tighter. It's not my problem, he's too stupid to hold on to his shit. She started walking away after this, so I just went up to her kid and grabbed it out of his hands. The minute heard it she whipped around and started screaming about how I assaulted her kid and that she was going to have me arrested for theft and call CPS for my brother. I was fucking livid, but I thought if I said anything else she might get physical, and I didn't want my brother to see that. I gave him his giraffe back, and we got the hell out of there before she could try anything. Edit: thank you for the awards. Edit 2. He wants you all to know Splotch, his giraffe, is happy and currently having giraffe nap time.